Welcome, friends, to our journey towards change. Today, we're setting sail on a voyage of transformation, one tiny step at a time. In a world where grandeur and spectacle often command our attention, we're going to delve into the profound, yet often overlooked power of small, consistent actions. In the relentless rhythm of modern life, we can easily find ourselves feeling dwarfed by the magnitude of our aspirations. We yearn for immediate gratification, for the quick fix, the overnight success. But in our rush for results, we often lose sight of the remarkable potency of gradual progress. But what if I told you that profound change doesn't always hinge on monumental efforts? What if real lasting transformation lies not in the sweeping gesture, but in the simplicity of taking small steps each day? Consider this. A journey of 1,000 miles does indeed begin with a single step. It's a humble beginning, a small action, but it's the spark that ignites the journey. And with each subsequent step, the journey unfolds a little more, the destination coming ever closer. In this fast-paced, instant gratification society, we often disregard the power of small, consistent steps. We're tempted to believe that if we can't make a big leap, then why bother at all? But this is a trap. It's these tiny, consistent steps that, over time, create substantial and lasting change. So, let's rethink our approach to change. Let's shift our focus from the overwhelming enormity of our end goals to the manageable, achievable steps we can take each day. Let's celebrate each small victory, each tiny step forward, for these are the building blocks of our transformation. In the dance of life, it's not always the grand leaps, but often the small steps performed consistently that truly change the rhythm. So, as you embark on your journey of transformation, remember, don't underestimate the power of tiny steps. What if the key to transformation lies in the simplicity of taking small steps each day? Let me share with you the story of Sarah, a young woman on a quest for personal growth. Sarah had always dreamt of leading a healthier lifestyle. She yearned to feel energetic, vibrant, and in tune with her body. But each time she tried to make a drastic change, it felt overwhelming, almost impossible. Then she stumbled upon a concept that would change her life: the power of tiny habits. Sarah realized that change didn't have to be a grand, sweeping action. It could be as simple as choosing to drink an extra glass of water each day or taking a brief walk during her lunch break. Instead of trying to overhaul her life in one fell swoop, Sarah decided to start with small, achievable actions. She began to incorporate these tiny habits into her routine. Each morning, she would drink a glass of water before reaching for her coffee. During her lunch break, instead of staying glued to her desk, she started taking short walks around the block. She swapped out one unhealthy snack with a healthier alternative. These actions, small as they were, started to add up, and then something magical happened. These tiny habits, insignificant as they seemed, began to transform Sarah's life. She started to feel more energetic, her mood improved, and she began to lose weight. What had seemed so daunting before was now part of her everyday routine, and this was all due to her decision to take small, consistent steps towards her goal. Sarah's journey is a testament to the power of tiny habits. It shows us that change isn't about making one big leap, but rather about taking consistent, tiny steps. It's about making small, manageable changes that, over time, lead to big transformations. Sarah's story also reminds us not to be discouraged if change doesn't happen overnight. It's the small victories, the tiny steps that we take each day that add up to a larger, more significant change over time. What seemed impossible before became attainable through the magic of tiny steps. So as we navigate our own paths towards personal growth, let's remember Sarah's story. Let's remember the power of tiny habits, and let's remember that change is possible one tiny step at a time. Over time, Sarah noticed subtle but significant changes in her life. Just like an artist patiently adds brushstroke after brushstroke to a canvas, the daily actions Sarah took started to paint a new picture of her life. By drinking an extra glass of water every day, she noticed an increase in her energy levels and a decrease in her cravings for sugary drinks. The short walks she took during her breaks not only helped her to clear her mind, but also improved her fitness and stamina. And replacing just one unhealthy snack with a nutritious option gave her body the fuel it needed to thrive. The impact of these small changes was not just physical, but emotional and mental too. With each tiny habit she incorporated, Sarah found herself feeling more confident and in control. She started to believe in her ability to bring about change in her life, one small action at a time. But the magic didn't stop there. As Sarah began to see the positive effects of these tiny habits, she felt motivated to take on bigger challenges. She started setting larger goals for herself, secure in the knowledge that she could achieve them by breaking them down into smaller, manageable steps. Slowly but surely, these small changes started to transform Sarah's life. She felt healthier, happier, and more fulfilled. She discovered that the journey towards her goals, once filled with dread and uncertainty, had become an empowering and enjoyable process. The transformation was not just evident to Sarah, but to those around her as well. Her friends and family noticed her renewed energy and positivity. They saw the change that was gradually taking place, and it inspired them to embark on their own journeys of change. Sarah's story serves as a powerful reminder that change doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of consistent effort and the accumulation of small victories. So, remember, it's not about making huge leaps, but about taking one tiny step at a time. It's about understanding that even the smallest actions, when done consistently, can lead to profound change. It's about celebrating every small victory, for they are the stepping stones on the path to transformation. Be patient, stay committed, and watch as your tiny steps lead to big changes. So, how can we apply this principle to our own lives? Just as Sarah discovered, the principle of small steps can be integrated into our lives with a little bit of insight and determination. Whether you're aiming to pick up a new skill, cultivate a healthier lifestyle, or foster better relationships, the key is to break down your overarching goal into manageable, bite-sized pieces. Imagine your goal as a giant, daunting mountain. Attempting to scale it in one giant leap would be both impractical and impossible. But what if we were to turn that mountain into a series of smaller hills? Each hill, a step towards the summit, becomes a goal within itself, achievable with consistent effort and determination. Let's consider the case of learning a new language. Instead of setting a goal to be fluent in 6 months, why not start with learning 5 new words a day? This small step, though seemingly insignificant, sets the foundation for larger growth. As the days pass, your vocabulary builds, and before you know it, you're stringing sentences together. Or perhaps you're seeking to improve your physical health. Rather than vowing to hit the gym for 2 hours every day, begin by incorporating 15 minutes of exercise into your daily routine. These 15 minutes could be as simple as stretching in the morning, taking a brisk walk, or doing a short workout at home. Over time, these small actions could develop into a stronger, healthier you. The beauty of small steps is that they are adaptable, flexible. They allow room for adjustments, for the occasional missteps. They remind us that it's okay to falter, as long as we pick ourselves up and continue moving forward. In conclusion, the power of small steps lies in their simplicity and their potential for growth. They serve as gentle reminders that progress, no matter how small, is still progress. So as you embark on your journey towards change, remember to be patient with yourself. Celebrate your small victories and trust in the process. Whether it's adopting a new hobby, improving relationships, or pursuing a career goal, remember that every journey begins with a single step. As you embark on your own path of transformation, don't underestimate the power of tiny habits. Each small step you take today is a cornerstone for the grand edifice of your future self. These seemingly insignificant actions, when accumulated, can lead to profound change. Think of your journey as a mosaic, where each tiny piece contributes to the larger picture. Every time you choose to drink a glass of water instead of a sugary drink, every time you take the stairs instead of the elevator, every time you read a page of a book instead of scrolling through social media, you're adding a piece to your mosaic. Each small victory deserves recognition and celebration. We often overlook these tiny triumphs, focusing instead on the end goal. But it's these small, consistent actions that keep us moving forward, that keep us motivated. Each small win is a confirmation that you are capable, that you are making progress, that you are on your way to becoming the best version of yourself. Remember, change is not a sprint, but a marathon. It's not about making one giant leap, but about taking consistent, tiny steps towards your goals. It's about embracing the journey as well as the destination. It's about understanding that even the smallest actions can have a significant impact on our lives. So, as you continue on your path of personal growth, remember to embrace the power of tiny habits. Make small, consistent changes and watch as they transform your life. Celebrate each victory, no matter how small, and trust in the process. As the saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. Your journey might take time, but each small step brings you closer to your destination. So, take those tiny steps, build your mosaic, and watch as they lead to profound change. Change your life. One tiny step at a time.